Okay, so the rigging of the eyeball. All right, so just going to turn this guy off, toss him in a layer, turn on the previous one. So assuming you just finished the tutorial on how to do that, I will grab the place 2D texture node. I'm just going to make it invisible for now. If we look at the hierarchy, we have the interesting. All right, maybe I should turn that back on. So, right, and make sure that gets parented under the eye. Oops. Okay, it's already under there. Interesting. So Maya started to hide things. So display, show, show all. There we go. All right, so now that's visible again, and so I just turn that off, so it's sort of out of our way as we're talking about things. But it's there under my eye group, and so we'll just do a quick prefix hierarchy names on this. So modify prefix hierarchy names, and say, gee, let's have this as the left eye. So I just do left underscore and apply, and so that's good. And we will, we can do a locator. I like doing curves. Let's see, my model is in the z-axis, and so I'll do a circle and do, it on the z, hit apply, move forward, and scale that down, modify, freeze the transformations, and delete the history. So edit, delete by type history. And so I will call this left eye anim. Okay, so anything I want the user to interface with, I call anim. Righto. I then will take this and group it with the eye. And so now, Control G. Get that out of the way. And so this will now become the, let's see, the eyes group. GRP. There we go. I don't like that name just because it's, well, just adding an S. It's hard to spot when you're scanning stuff. Okay, so left eye anim. Okay, so I ended up with two of those curves in there. All right, righto. So now because I have multiple pieces of geometry in my eyeball here, I need to constrain or aim the eye at this guy. Okay, but I have to do it on the group level. So I'm going to select the left eye anim first. I will grab the left eye group second, and then I will go to the animation menu set and pop over to constraints, aim constraint in the option box. All right, so the aim vector is going to be the Z. So I'm going to put 1 in Z, 0 in the other guy. All right, so, and oops, I better just double check. Yeah, okay, that's good. So this guy first, that guy second. So always the thing you're aiming at, you select first. So that's this eye anim. I grab the left eye group second, and I hit apply. And so now, as I move the eyeball, it goes. And now you're going, well, that's hard to see. So yeah, what a good idea is to maybe grab the CV curve tool, and I just take this and make it linear, and I'll snap out, I'll snap out a quick arrow. Okay, so I'm just holding down X on the keyboard to grid snap. So that grid snaps out a arrow for me. like so. And I'll just place that, scale it, and there you go. So that can work very well. All right. The other thing, and so I'll just parent this into that group. So Windows, Hypergraph Hierarchy, and so this is, arrow. Okay. Okay, so I put that under the group, and so now as I move this, I can see which way the eye is going. Alternatively, what's a fun thing to do is take the iris mesh. If I go to modify, convert NURBS to polys on that, okay, that just gives me this, and I'll just scale it, and edge. So just grab that edge and sort of make something like that, and push that, put that right there, and you go, oh, that's going to look horrible. Well, yeah, it's going to look horrible. Proxy. Okay, so iProxy. I parent that in, and I bring up the attribute editor on it, and I just go to the render stats and say primary visibility is off, cast shadows is off. So I basically just turn the whole thing off, so that when I render it, it looks like that. So, but I have this nice simple hardware thing. It took me no time to build. Okay, so oops. It would help if I deleted the history off of it. Edit, delete by type history. Okay, so that's more normal. Okay, so as you see, now I know exactly where that eyeball is going to go. Great. So that's my these guys. So I'm going to select all this and do a go to Edit, Duplicate, Special in the option box, duplicate the input graph. Okay. Let's see, and parents. So that's good. Great. So that gives me a second eyeball, which I move over to the side. And okay. And I will then go to Modify, Search and Replace Names. Search and Replace Names. And you guessed it, I will just take the L and replace it with a R under the hierarchy that I've selected. Boom. Okay, so those guys are covered. So far, so good. Right, then I will take both these eye controls, and all right, I'm going to grab this eye arrow, and I'll just do a quick dupe on him and move him out. So I just did a Shift P to unparent him, and there we go. Good. And let's grab the verts. All right, so I'll make him big, and I'll flop him over so he's vertical like that. Okay. And so I'll take both of these two anims, okay, and parent them to the big arrow. So now they're just parented in. And so this is going to be the eyes, arrow, anim. Okay, so there I have the big arrow. I grab both of these guys, and when I rotate, that's not good. Okay, so what I need to do is on this eyes arrow, what I will do is hold down D and move this back directly in between them. So now when I move that and I rotate it side to side like so, you see what happens. Okay, so up and down because I've moved the pivot point there in the middle. I will parent this also under the eyes group, and then I move the eyes group up into the character, which I don't have in this file. Um, but that's a great way to work. And the fun thing is, okay, so yeah, I rotate it, the eyes follow, they go up and down and all that. I scale and they go like this. Okay. Now you do have to be careful because yeah, you don't get to rotate that way. That causes problems for obvious reasons. Okay, so but that should do it. So that's how you build your eyeballs and you structure everything, and then you just parent that into the skull joint on your head, and you're good to go. Hope that helps. Have fun.